Okay, so today we're going to be doing some Dominion. So let's see what this is looking like. We've got Change, Salt of the Earth, Secret Passage. You know, I like Secret Passage. It's a nice card at the beginning of the game to get yourself a 5. He got a Change. Then I think I'll just get a Silver. Jester is cheap, and I don't think neither of us saw that. I think we both would have got Jester if we realized it was cheap. Do I want a 5 or do I want a gold? Are there any trashers? Change is the only trasher. I think I'm actually going to put a copper on top and then just use a 5 to get Charlatan, since there's no +2 action events. So drawing cards is less good. I'll grab another silver. Got 4 copies of silver, probably just get a gold. Alright, Charlatan, we can start handing out curses. He got a Jester, fair enough. Now I'm at 6, I'll get another gold. Are there any +1 buys? No, I probably want to change then so I can trash golds. Little Secret Passage. Put a copper on top. Play a Charlatan and 2 coppers. We will get a... We'll get a cartographer. That sounds good. Okay, we're at 8. I think a province is fine, especially since we have a cartographer and a secret passage. Secret passage, put that on the bottom of the deck. And we'll have 8 again. We'll get another province. Why not? We've got him down with coppers. He is like a 50 rank. He was a 53. I'm only a 45, so I don't want to get my hopes up, but this is looking pretty good for me right now. Let's see what happens, though. He's got Jester. I'm going to cartographer, discard. Honestly, all of that. I've got 7. I will get another gold. See, actions aren't as valuable in this, where there's no +2 actions, so you can get caught with too many actions in your hand. I think I will grab a Jester. That's probably a good move. At least 1 Jester. 1 Charlatan, 1 Jester. He does have a Charlatan now. That's 8 more for a province. So I might be picking up some curses here pretty soon. Grab another gold. I don't have a change yet, but I'm also 3 provinces ahead of him, so I might not need it. Looking at another gold next turn, or a cartographer. Actually, I think we're going to get a cartographer heading in. We're about to shuffle, so I think we'll grab a cartographer to make the next deck, the next going through of the deck, more smooth. Okay. Cartographer, discard all this. Actually, we should probably keep the coppers. We'll discard all the coppers. Draw. We will put the Charlatan back on top of our deck because the Jester's going to set us up with 8. We'll have him gain a copper, and we'll get our 4th province. And he resigned with the 4th province. Okay, fair enough. Okay. We're looking at no 4-cost cards. Goat Herder's a trasher. Improve trashes actions. Recruiter is also a trasher. Okay, so we have 4. He got a Goat Herd, which means he's going to be trashing, which makes it more safe to get a Goat Herd. Also, Importer might be nice. What does this do? You may pick 1 card per paper you spend to go on top of your deck. So you can set up your deck. Goat Herder will be a good copper trasher, so we'll get Goat Herder. And then for 3, he got a silver. I feel like I want an Importer. No. Probably silver. I could get another Goat Herder to just really emphasize the trashing. I probably want a silver before I do that, though. Alright, we'll put... We don't need to top deck anything. Alright, we got 3 coppers. He got another Goat Herder. So, that makes me feel more comfortable about getting my own. So, nice 5 draw here. I think we're going to go for a Recruiter. Or a War Chest. We'll go with a War Chest. Or Astrologer. I have a Goat Herder and a Copper here. I think we'll grab that War Chest. No, we don't need to. Okay, he didn't trash anything, so I'm going to trash, get 3. I will get another silver. And then I think we have enough money to start putting up 5s here. Mystic. He's really going all in for the Goat Herders. I think I will play War Chest first. And he names contract. Okay, so he does not want me to get a contract. I am going to get a Recruiter. And then for 5, I think I'll get an Artificer. No need for an Order of Astrologers. Alright, he played a Goat Herder. He played 2 Goat Herders, which is nice. That means I get to draw 2 cards when I trash. Up to 4. I don't really want another silver, although I did do a Recruiter, so I can trash it. So, I'll get a silver. Alright, we're going to play Recruiter. We will draw into that. I think we'll trash a Copper. Oh, I misplayed that. That's okay. We'll use 5 to get a contract. Order of Astrologers. Let's set up our next turn. We've that. We'll put an estate on top so we can use our Goat Herd. Well, actually, we'll put a Copper on top. And a Recruiter and an estate. So we know what our next hand's going to be. So we can trash with Goat Herder and trash with Recruiter. He played 2 Goat Herders, so we're going to draw 2 cards with Goat Herder. Recruiter is going to trash an estate. Goat Herder is going to trash a Copper, draw 2 more cards. Artificer is not going to be used. So we're going to end our actions. We don't need contract, silver, Copper, and then War Chest. And we will grab a Mystic. And then for 8, we will get King's Court. Order of Astrologers. we can just get one card onto there. I think we'll get a recruiter so we can guarantee that trash of an estate. So we can get all the estates out of our deck. I think that's the last estate. Yep. So we're going to do that. Trash the estate. Mystic, we will name a Goat Herder. No, it was a King's Court. Well, I didn't want to draw a King's Court. We'll play War Chest. Looking for a Mystic, that's fine. And with 6, I think we will grab a gold. Okay, he played 1 Goat Herder, 2 Goat Herders, 3 Goat Herders. He is very trashed. Down. Oh. Okay, so we're going to trash Copper, draw some more cards. We're going to King's Court and Artificer. We will not use the Artificer. Order of Astrologers, we can get our deck sorted out. We'll put the coppers on top for the Goat Herder. We will not use the Artificer. We will not use the Artificer. All right. We're going to Goat Herder to draw more cards. Mystic is going to draw us a silver? No, it was a War Chest. Okay, but that will be enough to get us to a colony to be right next to him. And I don't think we need to set up the top of our deck, so we'll just do that. And now we can start recruiting our Goat Herders because we don't really need those anymore. He has a very thin deck, so we'll see if we can keep up with his tempo. He set aside a Goat Herder. Alright, we're going to do Recruiter and trash a Goat Herder. Then we're going to play Artificer. We're going to use the Artificer. No, we were not going to use the Artificer. We're going to use the Mystic. Try to get a silver. It was a gold. We'll not play the Goat Herder. We'll use the War Chest. Get a Mystic and use the gold or the silver to play an Artificer. Okay. This consistent 11 coins is less than ideal, but his deck's going to get clogged up with colonies eventually here. Mystic, we will dig for a Mystic. Reveals a copper. And that will be 11, and we will go for a colony there. Order of Astrologers. We have a King's Court, so we definitely want to put a Artificer on top. And then we'll also put the Goat Herder up there so that we can trash the copper. Okay. He trashes 1 card. So we'll Goat Herder to trash and then draw. We'll King's Court the Artificer. Okay, then we'll Mystic and look for a silver. It is a Mystic. We have to trash a card if we use Recruiter, so we could draw. No, not worth it. So we'll War Chest. Name's Contract. We will get a Artificer. Then play Contract. Set aside the Recruiter. And we will get another King's Court. Okay, his engine did fall apart, it looks like. I'm going to trash a silver. We're going to use a Mystic and look for a Mystic. It was a colony, so now I can do it and look for a colony, grab it. Artificer, Order of Astrologers. I get to decide what I draw. And right now I am at 11. So I will draw the colony. And then in the actions and get up to my 12 so I can buy the colony. Okay. So this is going to be close. I think I have I have 3 artificers. I don't think he has any. And he has no +1 buys. So I think my artificers are going to come really in handy to get multiple cards in a turn, along with my war chest. Alright. We're going to King's Court, Artificer, and then King's Court, the Artificer again. And then King's Court, the Artificer again. And then on the final go, we're going to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will be enough to get a colony and a province. So we're going to do that. Boom, 8, province, 2 coins, colony. Okay. And I don't think he has an artificer or any +1 buys. So if he buys a colony, it's a tie. Fair enough.